Bonjour, bonjour et bienvenue. J'espère que vous allez bien. Bienvenue, c'est le 7e jeu de ce challenge. J'espère que tout va bien avec les études. Donc, on commence. So we started with what verbs are conjugation, auxiliary to the auxiliary, infinitive, then to the auxiliary verbs être and avoir. Then we went through the 3 groups of verbs. We went through 3 groups: irregular verbs, the ER verbs regular, the IR verbs regular, and the RE verbs. So the regular parts in the last lesson. Today we are beginning with looking at each of the irregular common verbs. Yeah, like you should know. There are certain verbs that are irregular in their pattern, in their conjugation patterns and pronunciations. And you need to know them because they are common. You need to know them. So we're beginning with the first one today, which is the verb faire. Yeah, the verb faire. So it's irregular in its pattern of conjugation as well as its pattern of pronunciation. So you don't conjugate this verb using the ER style or the IR or RE style. So it doesn't conform to any of the styles. Instead, it has its own unique form, which is what we're going to look at today, both in the conjugation, writing, and also in the pronunciation. We will look at it to see how can we master it, okay? And then I'm going to show you the different uses of this verb. This verb is a versatile verb, I'm telling you. There's so much about this verb. Studying this verb alone, wow, you would just increase your bank of vocabulary and it will look like you speak extremely very good French. Yeah, anyway, not extremely, it will show you it will help your fluency. Okay, let's begin. The verb is faire. So to conjugate this verb, we go je fais, tu fais, il fait, elle fait, on fait, nous faisons, vous faites, ils font, elles font. All right, so it is not nous faisons, it's nous faisons. So I believe I've mentioned it before that when you have an S in between vowels, it changes the S sound to Z. So that's it, nous faisons, okay? And please, this is not vous fêtez, because we are used to having A at the end and for the vous. So this is vous faites. And look, it ends with an S, not a Z. So when conjugating, please don't write OZ. It's OS, and it's pronounced fête, fête. So you stop here, fête, in your pronunciation. And the third person plural, ils font, elles font. Okay, let's read again. Je fais, tu fais, il fait, elle fait, on fait, nous faisons, vous faites, ils font, elles font. One more time. Je fais, tu fais, il, elle, on fait, nous faisons, vous faites, ils, elles font. Notice the stem, fait, for je, tu, il, for the singulars, and for the plural, you notice also it's fait for vous and font. So it's really irregular. Okay? It's irregular in writing and in pronunciation. But I hope you've been able to understand that now. In its writing, so it's like SST, and then really you can't look faire in its infinitive, it's faire, and then all of a sudden we're having S. Where did the S come from? We're also having T. Where did it come from? And then later we're having ON. Where did they come from? So that's why it's termed an irregular verb. It has irregular irregular pattern. It's unique in its conjugation. All right, let's move to see what we can use this verb to do. A lot. I tell you, so much. Daily activities. So you can use this verb to talk about your daily activities, such as faire les devoirs, So you can make sentences with that. Please, for every of these expressions, please pause the video and make a sentence. Either you write it or you say it orally. You can write it in the comments. I will be there to see them. Or you can say it orally and be sure it's correct, okay? And please keep it simple and sweet, okay? Je fais mes devoirs. Fais le ménage. House chores. Elle fait le ménage. So if you want to express you're cleaning the house, maybe you're doing house chores, don't need to go saying nettoyer. No need. Just use the verb, just use the expression faire le ménage. Faire le ménage. Je fais le ménage tous les jours. Ou bien je fais le ménage pendant le week-end. Yeah. So sports and loisirs. So we also use the verb faire here. To express sporting and leisure activities, we use the verb faire. So there are lots of them. Even faire la natation, I forgot to put it here, so it's there. So faire du sport. So this one, je fais du sport régulièrement. Tous les jours, je fais du sport. Nous faisons du sport. Faire du vélo. Yeah. Tu fais du vélo. Tu fais du vélo? Okay. Other expressions. Faire de la voile. Faire du kayak. Faire de l'escalade. Faire de la natation. So you see, there are lots of ways to use this verb. The verb ed is versatile, like I mentioned earlier. Okay, so we can also use it to talk about weather expression. So yes, we use it for weather expression. So il fait beau, il fait mauvais, il fait froid, il fait chaud, il fait nuageux, il fait frais. So that's it. For weather expressions, you use the verb il fait. And is the third person, the eighth person form we use for weather expressions. All right. Okay, house chores. Oh, house chores again. Oh, I should have meshed them together. Faire la vaisselle. Faire la vaisselle. To do the dishes. Après le dîner, je fais la vaisselle. Faire le lit. To make a bed. Tous les matins, je fais mon lit. Wait. Shopping and running errands. Faire les courses. To do groceries and run errands. So, nous faisons les courses chaque samedi. Je fais les courses, oui. Je fais les courses avec mon enfant chaque lundi, par exemple. Faire du shopping, yeah, just to go shopping. For clothes, for shoes, yeah. And then faire du shopping the weekend. Hobbies and activities, yeah. So, faire de la musique. To make music, yeah. Faire de la musique. Elle fait de la musique avec ses amis. Faire de la peinture. To paint. J'aime faire de la peinture pendant mon temps libre. So there are lots of please pause and make sentences with this verb, okay, with all of these expressions I am exposing to you. Okay, so travel and transportation. So you can say faire un voyage, to take a trip. Ils font un voyage en Europe cet été. Nice one. Faire une promenade. To take a walk. Nous faisons une promenade dans le parc. Okay, and also for it's communication vocabulary. So here are some expressions for communication vocabulary. Faire un appel, to make a call. Oh, je fais un appel. Je dois faire un appel important. Je fais un appel. Faire un discours. To give a speech. Il fait un discours devant toute l'école. Devant toute l'école. Il fait un discours devant toute l'école. And some idiomatic expressions, so we can use faire, yeah, faire la queue. Faire la queue. Yeah, that's to join the queue, to stand and queue, yeah, to queue. Nous faisons la queue pour acheter des billets. Faire la queue. Faire semblable, to pretend. Yeah, faire semblable, to pretend. Ah oui, les enfants font semblable d'être des super-héros. Faire la grasse matinée, I think this is one of my best. To sleep in, to have like not have waking up early in the morning, having a long to stay in bed in the morning, so you go to bed at night and you stay, maybe usually you wake up at maybe 5 a.m. and on certain days, you're just there in bed till like 10 a.m. So that's it. Faire la grasse matinée. So, le dimanche, j'aime faire la grasse matinée. Le week-end, j'aime faire la grasse matinée. Le samedi, j'aime faire la grasse matinée. Faire attention, to pay attention. Il faut faire attention en traversant la rue. Il faut faire attention en traversant la rue. So here are some common expressions with the verb être. Sorry, with the verb faire. So sentence practice, don't just learn them and put them in your pocket. Please make sentences. I have exposed how many expressions? So many, about 20 of them. So please go. Some of them I didn't even use them to make sentences like faire de la voile, faire la natation. I didn't write it, but I said it. Faire de la natation, or faire du kayak. You can make sentences with them. Make sentences with them. Maybe 2 for each expression. So this way, you are able to get very familiar and very used to the verb faire and its expression. So, please make sentences. So I've made mine here. Yeah, j'ai fait un gâteau pour l'anniversaire. Vous faites beaucoup de bruit. Oh, les enfants, vous faites beaucoup de bruit. Ils font leur devoir après l'école, oui. C'est ça? So at this point, learning these expressions, learning the verb être, its irregular pattern, and all that has to do with the verb être, with the verb faire, sorry, that all that has to do with this verb will help you expand, boost your vocabulary, and improve your fluency in French. I said it earlier, it's going to help you. So when you want to speak, talk about what your activities are in a day, it helps you. You will know what to say. You go using the expressions faire le ménage, faire le lit, faire du sport. That's it. You go using faire une promenade. You go using those expressions. It helps your fluency instead of having to construct sentences from the scratch when you can actually use expressions to do this. Also by understand, yeah, so that's it. So I encourage you to not just learn and put in your pockets, please. Make sentences, write things, talk about your day, talk about your weekend using the verb faire. So I hope you had a nice time here today. I wish you the best. Je vous souhaite la meilleure et j'espère de vous voir demain. Au revoir et bonne journée.